Poshmark is an app where you can start your business small or help others grow their businesses by purchasing from them. So if you ever feel you didn't get what you paid for, it can be disappointing and maybe a little insulting. Hi and welcome to Vynes Apparel. If this is your first time visiting, my name is Nicole and I share what I know about Poshmark in hopes of giving you tools for Poshmark success. Poshmark app members can buy and sell new, used, and boutique apparel and selected home goods items. The app has a focus on social interaction to give the seller and the buyer a more positive transaction experience. For this reason, the level of disappointment can feel even greater, as this is supposed to be a positive community that promotes a positive, honest experience. Unfortunately, not all sellers are this way, and at some point you may have to make the decision to return an item. So let's get into it. Before making your decision, make sure your item qualifies for a return. If you're making a return based on the following criteria, a return is not warranted. The item doesn't fit, you changed your mind, there's a flaw that was stated in the description, you altered the item, you purchased off app, or you made a trade, or you don't like the color, or you might even feel like the color was not as described. This will be handled on a case-by-case basis, as lighting can affect how the color is perceived on your screen. The outcome also depends on varying factors like the description itself or the person doing the review. If your return meets the eligibility criteria and the item was not as described, then you may qualify for a return. If you do choose to file for a return, there are a few steps you need to follow in order to get your case submitted as quickly as possible. Do not mark the item as received. The received option is giving Poshmark notification that you are accepting the item as is and there are no issues to report. By default, if you mark the item as received, you remove your option for a refund. Do not alter the item. When sending correspondence regarding your case, Poshmark will ask for photos or documents to prove your side of the case. If you alter the item at any time, you void the return. Not only do you have pictures, but the seller has pictures as well, and they may even have more pictures than what they were able to list on the app. Be honest about issues with the items. If you are found to be dishonest, this will put a negative light on your side of the case. File your complaint within 3 days. You have a 3-day window to request a return. If you wait past the 72 hours, you will be ineligible for a refund, regardless of how substantial your case is. Fill out the return form. To get your case started, you need to fill out the return form. Simply sending an email to Poshmark will not get your case started. You have to fill out the return form with as much information as possible, including pictures, to get your case resolved as quickly as possible. To file for a return in the app, select the Accounts tab, tap My Purchases, select your order, select Problem/Order Inquiry, select Order Not as Described, select a reason for the return. Add images that clearly depict the reason for the return and include a description of the item. Then select Submit. To file for a return on your computer or your laptop, select your profile image to view the drop-down menu, select My Purchases, select your order, scroll down to select the Problems/Order Inquiry drop-down menu and select Order Not as Described. Upload images that clearly depict the reason for the return and include a description of the item, select Submit. If you would like to view this for yourself on Poshmark, the name of the article is How to File a Return. I'll be adding a link to the description box. Wait for correspondence. Poshmark usually responds within 24 hours. If 24 hours has passed and you have not received any type of correspondence regarding your case, be sure to check your trash and spam folders. If you've checked your folders and still don't see a response, you can choose to send Poshmark a polite email requesting further information. I don't necessarily suggest this, but you have to do what you feel like is best for you. Sometimes the seller is moving slow and Poshmark wants to get an account of both sides in order to make the best decision. Notification. If the case ended in your favor, Poshmark will send you an email with an attached return label to send the item back to the seller. Note that you have to send the item back within 5 days to get your money back. I emailed Poshmark to see if I could get a pinpointed time of how long it would take to receive a return label. They did respond, but they did state that it's best if the customer contacts them personally. Each situation is different and handled case by case, so the response made perfect sense. In conclusion, I hope this video has been helpful in giving some understanding on starting the refund process. You may or may not be triumphant, but knowing the proper way to start the process will keep you from making mistakes that could hurt your outcome. And as always, have fun, explore the community, create connections, and make some money. Happy poshing!